Today, our topic for this video is visualization tool. Data visualization tools are software applications that render information in a visual format such as a graph, chart, or heat map for data analysis purposes. Such tools make it easier to understand and work with massive amounts of data. With effective data visualization tools, people can make data-driven decisions without having to spend valuable time trying to wrangle raw data into an interpretable format. Properly configured, this data visualization software does that work for you, sifting through vast stores of information to present only the most meaningful, relevant data. Data visualization tools can considerably. They range from software that emphasizes simplicity and ease of use to more complex platforms requiring higher degree of technical and data science skill. The end goal is fundamentally the same across different tools, however, making it easier to understand and act upon data. Here are the list of visualization tools: Tableau, Google Charts, PyChart, Power BI, Plotly, Tableau Public, Heatmap, Area Chart, Google Data Studio, D3.js, Histogram, Fusion Charts, Data Wrapper, Infogram, Highcharts, Chartblocks, Grafana, Rowgraphs, Qlik, Sisense, Barchart, Looker, Maps, and Qlik Sense. Tableau. Tableau software is an American interactive data visualization software company focused on business intelligence. It was founded in 2003 in Mountain View, California, and is currently headquartered in Seattle, Washington. In 2019, the company was acquired by Salesforce for $15.7 billion. At the time, this was the largest acquisition by Salesforce since its foundation. It was later surpassed by Salesforce acquisition of Slack. The company founders Christian Chabot, Pat Hanrahan, and Chris Stolt were researchers at the Department of Computer Science at Stanford University. They specialize in visualization techniques for exploring and analyzing relational database and data cubes, and they started the company as a commercial outlet for research at Stanford from 1999 to 2002. Tableau products query relational database, online analytical processing cubes, cloud database, and spreadsheets to generate graph-type data visualization. The software can also extract, store, and retrieve data from an in-memory data engine.
What is map? A map is a symbolic depiction emphasizing relationship between elements of some space, such as objects, region, or themes. Many maps are static, fixed to paper or some other durable medium, while others are dynamic or interactive. Although most commonly used to depict geography, maps may represent any space, real or fictional, without regard to context or scale, such as in brain mapping, DNA mapping, or computer network topology mapping. The space being mapped may be two-dimensional, such as the surface of the Earth, three-dimensional, such as the interior of the Earth, or even more abstract spaces of any dimension, such as arise in modeling phenomena having many independent variables, although the earliest maps known are of the heavens. Geographic maps or territory have a very long tradition and exist from ancient times. The word map comes from the medieval Latin mappa mundi, wherein mappa meant napkin or cloth, and mundi, the world. Thus, map became a shortened term referring to a two-dimensional representation of the surface of the world.
Google Charts. Google Charts is an interactive web service that creates graphical charts from user-supplied information. The user supplies data, and the formatting specification expressed in JavaScript embedded in a web page. In response, the server sends an image of the chart.
What is ClickSense? Click provides a business analytics platform. The software company was founded in 1993 in Lund, Sweden, and is now based in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, United States. The company's main products are Click, Replicate, and ClickSense, both software for business intelligence and data integration.
Pie chart. Pie chart is a circular statistical graphic which is divided into slices to illustrate numerical proportion. In a pie chart, the arc length of each slice is proportional to quantity it represents. While it is named for its resemblance to a pie which has been sliced, there are variations on the way it can be presented. The earliest known pie chart is generally credited to William Playfair's Statistical Breviary of 1801. Pie charts are very widely used in the business world and the mass media. However, they have been criticized, and many experts recommend avoiding them as research has shown it is difficult to compare different sections of a given pie chart or to compare data across different pie charts. Pie charts can be replaced in most cases by other plots such as the bar chart, black spot, dot plot, and etc. Power BI. Microsoft Power BI is an interactive data visualization software product developed by Microsoft with primary focus on business intelligence. It is part of the Microsoft Power Platform. Power BI is a collection of services, apps, and connectors that work together to turn various sources of data into static and interactive data visualization. Data may be input by reading directly from a database, web page, PDF, or structured files such as spreadsheets, CSV, XML, and JSON, XLSX, and SharePoint. Plotly. Plotly is a technical computing company headquartered in Montreal, Quebec that develops online data analytics and visualization tools. Plotly provides online graphing, analytics, and statistics tools for individual and collaborations, as well as scientific graphing libraries for Python, R, MATLAB, Perl, Julia, Arduino, JavaScript, and REST. Tableo Public. Tableo Software is an American interactive data visualization software company focused on business intelligence. It was founded in 2003 in Mountain View, California, and is currently headquartered in Seattle, Washington in 2019. The company was acquired by Salesforce for $15.7 billion. At the time, this was the largest acquisition by Salesforce. Since its foundation, it was later surpassed by Salesforce's acquisition of Slack. The company's founders, Christian Chabot, Pat Hanrahan, and Chris Stolt were researchers at the Department of Computer Science at Stanford University. They specialize in visualization techniques for exploring and analyzing relational database and data cubes, and started the company as a commercial outlet for research at Stanford from 1999 to 2002. Tableo products query relational database, online analytical processing cubes, cloud database, and spreadsheets to generate graph-type data visualizations. The software can also extract, store, and retrieve data from in-memory data engine. Heatmap. A heatmap is a two-dimensional data visualization technique that represents the magnitude of individual values within a dataset as a color. The variation in color may be by hue or intensity. Heatmap is a relatively new term, but the practice of shading matrices has existed for over a century. Area chart. An area chart or area graph displays graphically quantitative data. It is based on the line chart. The area between axis and line are commonly emphasized with colors, textures, and hatchings. Commonly, one compares two or more quantities with an area chart. Google Data Studio. Looker Studio, formerly Google Data Studio, is an online tool for converting data into customizable informative reports and dashboards introduced by Google on March 15, 2016. As part of the Enterprise Google Analytics 360 suite, in May 2016, Google announced a free version of Data Studio for individuals and small teams. D3.js D3.js is a JavaScript library for producing dynamic, interactive data visualizations in web browsers. It makes use of scalable vector graphics, HTML5, and cascading style sheets standards. It is the successor to the earlier Protobis framework. Its development was noted in 2011 as version 2.0.0 was released in August 2011. With the release of version 4.0.0 in June 2016, D3 was changed from single library into a collection of smaller, modular libraries that can be used independently. Histogram. A histogram is an approximate representation of the distribution of numerical data. The term was first introduced by Carl Pearson to construct a histogram. The first step is to bin the range of values, that is, divide the entire range of values into a series of intervals, and then count how many values fall into each interval. The bins are usually specified as consecutive non-overlapping intervals of variable. The bins must be adjacent and are often of equal size. If the bins are equal of size, a bar is drawn over the bin with the height proportional to the frequency, the number of cases in each bin. A histogram may also be normalized to display relative frequencies showing the proportion of cases that fall into each several categories, with the sum of the heights equaling 1. However, bins need not be of equal width. In that case, the directed rectangle is defined to have its area proportional to the frequency of cases in the bin. The vertical axis is then not the frequency but frequency density, the number of cases per unit of variable on the horizontal axis. Example of variable bin width are displayed on Census Bureau data below. As the adjacent bins leave no gaps, the rectangles of a histogram touch each other to indicate that the original variable is continuous. Histogram give a rough sense of density of the underlying distribution of the data. And often, for density estimation, estimating the estimating the probability density function of the underlying variable. The total area of histogram used for probability density is always normalized to 1. If the length of the intervals on the x-axis are all 1, then a histogram is identical to relative frequency plot. The histogram is one of the 7 basic tools of quality control. Histograms are sometimes confused with bar charts. A histogram is used for continuous data, where the bins represents range of data, while a bar chart is a plot of categorical variables. Some authors recommended that the bar charts have gaps between the rectangles to clarify the distinction. A bar graph and a histogram are two common types of graphical representation of data. While they may look similar, There are some key differences between the two that are important to understand. A bar graph is a chart that uses bars to represent the frequency or quantity of different categories of data. The bars can be either vertical or horizontal, and they are typically arranged either horizontally or vertically to make it easy to compare the different categories. Bar graphs are useful for displaying data that can be divided into discrete categories, such as the number of students in different grade levels at a school. A histogram, on the other hand, is a graph that shows the distribution of numerical data. It is a type of bar chart that shows the frequency or number of observations within different numerical range, called bins. The bins are usually specified as consecutive, non-overlapping intervals of variable. The histogram provides a visual representation of the distribution of the data, showing the number of observations that fall within each bin. This can be useful for identifying patterns and trends in the data and for making comparison between different datasets.
What is Fusion Charts? Fusion Charts, part of InfoSoft Global Ltd., is a privately held software provider of data visualization products, JavaScript, charts, maps, widgets, and dashboard. With offices in Bangalore and Kolkata, India, Fusion Charts has 23,000 customers and 500 users in 120 countries, including technology giants such as Apple, Google, ZOHO, Cisco, Facebook, Intel, LinkedIn, Microsoft, Hewlett-Packard, IBM, EMC, Nokia, Tibco, as well as the Weather Channel, NASA, and the federal government of the United States. A 100% of bootstrap company, Fusion Charts has earned $45 million in revenue in 2010 to 11 and has clocked revenues up to $7 million or Rs 39 core. What is data wrapper? Wrapper in data mining is a procedure that extracts regular subcontent of unstructured or loosely structured information source and translate it into a relational form so it can be processed as structured data. Wrapper induction is a problem of divesting extraction procedure on an automatic basis with minimal reliance on handcrafted rules. Many web pages are automatically generated from structured data, telephone directories, product catalogs, etc. Wrapped in a loosely structured presentation language, usually some variant of HTML, formatted for human browsing and navigation. Structured data are typically description of objects retrieved from underlying databases and displayed in web page following fixed templates at a low level, injected into pages where the high-level structure can vary from weak, evolving fashion of the site's presentation scheme. The precise dividing line between the fluid high-level scheme and less fluid structured data templates is rarely documented for public consumption outside of the content. What is Infogram? Infogram is a web-based data visualization and infographics platform created in Riga, Latvia. It allows people to make and share digital charts, infographics, and maps. Infogram offers an intuitive editors that can convert users' data into infographics that can be published, embedded, or shared. Users do not need coding skills to use this tool. Users include newsroom marketing teams, government, educators, and students. The company that created Infogram, also called Infogram, was founded in 2012 in Riga, Latvia, and has another office in San Francisco as October 2017. Infogram says it has 3 million users who have created charts and infographics that have been viewed more than 1.5 billion times. Infogram was bought by Prezi, a web-based presentation software company, in May 2017. What is HighChart? HighChart is a software library for charting written in true JavaScript. First released in 2009, the license is a proprietary. It is free for personal and non-commercial uses and paid for commercial application. It was created by Highsoft in Vik, Norway, and has been regularly featured in the national media such as Finance Sabisen and Dagsrevyen. What is ChartBlocks? ChartBlocks is one of a number of versatile online data visualization tools. It forms part of the Xerox cloud-based suite of business tools. Import, create, and share data thanks to the wide variety of data tools inside ChartBlocks, easily synced to Xerox and the other tools in their suite. What is Grafana? Grafana is a multi-platform open source analytics and interactive visualization web application. It provides charts, graphs, and alerts for the web when connected to supported data source. There is also a licensed Grafana Enterprise version with additional capabilities available as self-hosted installation or an account on the Grafana Labs cloud service. It is expandable through a plug-in system, and users can create complex monitoring dashboard using interactive query builders. Grafana is divided into a front and back end written in TypeScript and Go, respectively. As a visualization tool, Grafana is a popular component in monitoring stacks, often used in combination with time series databases such as InfluxDB, Prometheus, and Graphite. Monitoring platforms such as Sensu, Isinga, Check, MK, Sabix, NetData, and what is RowGraphs? RowGraphs is a web-based open-source data visualization software made in JavaScript. It employs D3.js for the creation of editable visualization in SVG format. What is Qlik? Qlik provides a business analytics platform. The software was founded in 1993 in Sweden and is now based in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, United States. The company's main products are Qlik, Replicate, and Qlik Sense, both software of business intelligence and data integration. What is Sisense? Sisense is a business intelligence software company headquartered in New York City. It also has offices in San Francisco, Scottsdale, and elsewhere. Sisense was founded in 2004 in Tel Aviv, Israel, as a provider of business intelligence tools for small to mid-sized businesses. The company initially focused on research and development and did not formally publicize its product until 2010. Initial investors included venture capital firms, Genesis Partners and Opus Capital, and private investor Eli Partners. By 2012, Sisense has raised $10 million and expanded its operation to the United States. The same year, Amit Bendov was appointed as the company's new CEO. Series B and C financing allowed in 2013 and 2014, respectively, at which point Sisense has raised $44 million. TechCrunch noted that Sisense growth and funding during this period reflected the degree to which it made big data and analytics accessible to ordinary business users. By 2014, the company had opened an office in New York, and about 70% of its sales were in the US. In 2015, Amir Orad was appointed CEO, replacing Bendov. Orad previously served as CEO of NICE Optimized. Series C and D funding followed in 2016 and 2018, respectively, bringing Sisense total funding to $174 million over 5 rounds. In May 2019, Sisense acquired Periscope Data, a US-based company specializing in advanced analytics and predictive modeling. The combined company presented more than $1 million in annual recurring revenue, over 2,000 customers, and more than 700 employees. With another round of funding in January 2020, Sisense reached a valuation exceeding $1 billion, often referred to as unicorn status. In February 2021, Sisense was listed as a visionary of the Gartner Magic Quadrant for Analytics and Business Intelligence Platforms. It was the fourth time the company had been came on the list. What is bar chart? A bar chart or bar graph is chart or graph that present categorical data with rectangular bars with heights or length proportional to the values that they present. The bars can be plotted vertically or horizontally. A vertical bar chart is sometimes called a column chart. A bar graph shows comparison among discrete categories. One axis of the chart shows the specific categories being compared, and the other axis represent a measured value. Some bar graphs present bars clustered in groups of more than one, showing the values of more than one measured variable. What is Looker? Looker Data Science is an American computer software company headquartered in Santa Cruz, California. It was acquired by Google in 2019 and is now part of the Google Cloud Platform. Looker markets a data exploration and discovery business intelligence platform.